All right. Hey, everybody. This is Chris. That's
And
Rob.
I am Rob.
This is C.
Hi.
Hi. This is CR Game Room. We're just going to talk about some stupid stuff. How's everyone doing?
Good.
That's
Is it
good.
pretty good?
Yeah.
All right, here it goes.
I'm not
All right.
used to starting out just by ourselves, so I don't know what to do with
Yeah,
my
it's
hands.
been a while. It's
Yeah.
been a while since we've done this
Yeah.
alone.
I think we should be fine.
I
Um,
think we're alone now. There doesn't seem
doesn't.
to be anyone around.
Why?
I
Oh,
don't know. So big news on my side. I got a new router. I got a new router, so hopefully there's not going to be a lot of that cutting in and out that we've been experiencing with me. So hopefully I don't have any problems. See how that goes.
yeah. I did a speed test at Robert's house, and he was getting like 4 or 5 dipping. It was
Yeah,
like, oh, that's awful.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh man.
Pretty bad.
Uh,
Um,
Today we're gonna be discussing just like upcoming Dice Masters event that's coming up on Sunday.
Sunday.
We're gonna talk
Yep,
about something we did on last Friday and last Saturday, and what we're gonna be doing this Saturday. So.
for sure. Thanks for asking, Davis. Riley W. Was up? What's
Oh
that?
God, we're too old for
Great
that.
minds think alike. I know.
Yeah.
What year was that?
It was a
2099.
lifetime ago. Some would say.
Some would say it's
I don't know
older than
who.
a lot of people that I know,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad.
All right, so we put up a drawing video.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. So let's get into the stuff that we put up first.
Okay.
Uh,
What did
so
we do?
Robert did some drawings, and he put up his Batman video.
I
That
did.
was done in 2017.
2017. The
Kind of relevant.
narration, yeah, I did the narration and the video back in 2017 when I was doing my videos just for Facebook, and I was like, you know what, let's just throw this onto YouTube. Why not? So Chris does through the beginning, pieces together, and some of the ending, made the music fade in and out, and did his editing magic basically. And yeah, I think it came out good. I don't know. Has
The,
anyone watched it?
a lot of people have watched it.
Oh, Brian's here. Hey, Brian, how's it going, man?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
One thing is for sure, we need a new intro because it says Chris and Rob's Game Room. It's not that
Yeah,
anymore.
we have since rebranded.
Yeah. And then Rob did a sneak peek to everyone on Facebook showing what his next video is going to be, and we actually have it done, and we're probably going to be putting it out
After this
after the live
after the
stream.
show? Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it after the live stream. Why not?
yeah, yeah. Uh,
Uh,
it's going to be Hair Bear. It's behind me.
it's Hair Bear. So yeah, so during the month of June, there's this challenge that an artist created called Haro Artist on Instagram. So if you want to follow him, check it out. He actually created it. So it's pretty cool. Basically, you have a prompt for every day of the month, and you just draw a character that's associated to that. For day one, I think, or for that particular day, it was bear. And I was like, let me think of a bear no one's gonna draw, because people are probably gonna do like Winnie the Pooh,
Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear. What's another?
Or
What's
is it
another
Yogi the
popular bear?
Bear?
It's Yogi the Bear. Why
Okay.
is it Yogi? I don't know. If only we had like a way to check that somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe someone in the comments can tell us: is it Yogi the Bear? Is it Yogi Bear? I'm pretty sure it's a Yogi Bear,
I don't
right?
know. Like,
Someone correct us.
Is every bear's last name Bear, and it's just like his
Yeah,
extended family. His name for him is Yogi, so it's just like, hey, there goes Yogi Bear.
yeah, they're all related.
Yeah.
Yeah, gummy bears was another one that I saw Brian online. Um, so I just didn't want to do one that everyone was gonna do, and I figured, you know what? I used to love the Hair Bear Bunch, so I went with the Hair Bear Bunch,
Are you,
and I went with Hair Bear.
are you gonna do the one that we talked about for that for yellow?
I already forgot what it was. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see what day that is. Let me pull it up here on my cellular. Talk amongst yourselves here
So Robert's
for a
just doing
second.
it whenever he can. If he's too busy on one day, he's not gonna do it. But me and him talked about it a little
Yeah.
bit, and we were throwing out ideas. And um,
Oh,
one of the ones that I really like and he really likes, and I think he's gonna draw it, Is it already
It was
passed?
actually, yes, it's today. But you know what? It's fine. I can still draw it. Not a
Yeah.
big deal. I do it. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, yellow's the thing. Oh yeah, Baloo is awesome. That was another one. I was like, but everyone knows who Baloo is. He's been pretty. He's pretty been in the mainstream lately. I mean, they had a lot of Jungle Book movies recently.
Yeah, the live action Jungle Book, which is still
Yeah.
computer generated, is not actually real.
You mean bears can't talk?
No, no.
Dang it.
I know that person you've been talking to in the woods that claims they're a bear. It's for a different kind of bear altogether.
Fail. What a fail. What have people been putting in my food? Yeah, so today was actually yellow, so I missed that. But I'll probably do a makeup tomorrow. Man, that's the thing. Once you miss one day, you kind of like, I gotta make it up. I gotta make it up and make it, and then you got a pile of 6 different drawings that you need to do, and I'm just like, no. So I want to do yellow. I want to do tomorrow is foot. So I like Ninja Turtle, so I'm thinking of maybe Foot Clan.
Okay.
So maybe do a Foot Clan thing. Brian.
I guess they shit in the woods.
They certainly do. And then the 7th is Turtles. Obviously, I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan. I'm going to draw a Ninja Turtle. Number 8 is a song, or the 8th is a song. And then the 9th is a dog. So I'm thinking of doing the dog one. I might skip song just because, whatever.
Yeah.
But a dog. There's a lot of famous dogs out there. And I grew up on Hanna-Barbera cartoons, so I'll probably end up doing another one of those. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Turtles for sure, Brian.
Turtles for life.
For life. So yeah, that's why I did Hair Bear. The drawing we'll put it up after the live stream, so you can check it out. You can see how I went about doing that, and me trying to. Ooh, Dino Mutt's a good one too. I was thinking of
Muttley.
like maybe Muttley or El Kabong. No, wait, he's a horse. Never mind. Disregard that comment. Huckleberry Hound.
I grew up on Hanna-Barbera.
Shut up. You remember Pound Puppies? Did anyone watch Pound Puppies? I watched Pound Puppies.
I had a pound puppy growing up.
What? Did you?
Yeah.
Look at you.
I was the girliest boy ever.
Aw. There you are.
And I also had a My Buddy doll. My parents dressed me up like the My Buddy doll.
Oh, I can see you still dressing like the My Buddy doll today.
It'd be kind of funny as like a joke to just like get a My Buddy doll and me dress like it, and then just walk out in public.
Oh, we'd have to record that just to get reactions.
Oh,
That'd be great.
oh, you want to? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I guess we can record it too.
You were just gonna do it? It was just gonna be a thing you were gonna do?
I think maybe that's the fact. That's the reason that I don't care about any of that stuff is because my parents dressed me up like a My Buddy doll and took pictures.
Mm.
That's,
And you're scarred for life now, is what you're saying?
yeah, I think so.
Yep, that makes sense.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
So last weekend,
Ryan.
what?
He said he had a pound puppy and a female Ewok. That's not bad.
No.
I don't think I had any Ewoks. I know I had a pound puppy for sure. I didn't have any Ewoks though.
Yeah, I didn't have an Ewok. I don't remember Star Wars that much growing up. I probably did watch it because my dad, he liked Star Wars, but it's like most of my childhood I kind of forgot it because it was like it wasn't really fun. So I kind of forgot everything up until like 9. But I do remember E.T. That was a big deal for us.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's based on true events.
I hear that. Oh.
Uh-oh. A new challenger.
Has arrived.
How am I looking with the green screen? I don't know.
You look fine.
You look good.
Yeah.
Are you just telling me that and I'm doing a weird acid trip like I did last time?
No, looks
That
good.
would be kind of cool though, but no, you're fine. You're fine.
For show.
But Brian,
man.
I'm 38 years old. I don't know if you're older than that, but well, actually, yeah, I'm about to be 38. Like 10 days?
Oh man.
Oh no,
10
6
days
days.
ahead about you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, about to be
6 days. You're so
Oh my
old.
gosh. Are these. Wait a minute. Are
What?
these people from Boardwalk?
What?
What?
in the
Who are
comments.
these people?
There are
Brian
viewers?
is our old buddy from. Became friends. Me and Brian became friends at Duncanville. He used to be the
Yeah.
store manager there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
And the other-
Riley.
And Davis.
Oh,
Yeah, we know who Davis is. Who's Riley?
okay. All right. You're just slightly older than me.
4 years, not much.
Who's Riley?
I don't know, but we're glad they're here.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah,
hanging
well, I
out,
mean, I'm
buddy.
totally glad everybody's here. I just need to know where everybody's
Have a
from.
quick question in it. Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't know there was going to be a quiz about our viewers.
like
I
your
love
haircut,
them,
by the way,
but so yeah, last weekend. Is there anything you want to add to the artistry stuff, Robert?
No, I'm just gonna work on some things, and hopefully we'll have some more videos coming out.
Yeah.
Try to get them out more regularly.
Yeah, we're trying to be more consistent. I'm taking a little bit of the load off of Robert by editing them myself, and he's just doing a rough edit, then sending them to me, and should be getting them out pretty quickly. So, and Joe's having a party, or he was for a second.
Just to see the words.
So last weekend, we got together. Robert came over to my house. Well, came over to
No,
my
Brian. You don't need to upload a profile.
Oh my god!
I like to see where everybody's from to let us know where our main audience is.
So
Can we do an old AOL chat?
oh my god!
Watch this: age, sex, location.
No. Let's not.
Too late. I already did it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted your story. It was about
Yeah,
your story.
jeez. Great.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chris.
All right.
Moving on.
So last Friday Robert came over and we went to F&M at a local store, which is Friday Night Magic. It was pretty cool.
It was fun.
Robert, how did you do?
Let's see. I went 1 and 3, I think.
Man,
And
who was the sad sack that you beat?
It's kind of funny because I went in there with this janky deck. I call it my discard deck because all I do is make people discard their hand and not let them play Magic. But it didn't really work out that well because everyone was way too fast. They were all running like mono red and just burning me to death. And I just couldn't get any cards in my hand. Except the first person that I played, this guy, you will not believe, he was just not good. He did not see this deck coming. I played against Chris in the first round. Oh my gosh,
weird.
he could not get anything going. It was crazy. It was like a 2-1, right? Because you won one of the matches.
We went to max time because the second match. Well, the first game, Robert just demolished me. Like I couldn't get anything. The second game, I demolished Robert. Then after that, we were sitting there like. I had my card out that doesn't allow him to make me discard stuff, and we're just sitting there doing nothing for like a good while. And then eventually I have to try to discard, and Robert swings in for lethal. Not fun.
Yep. So I'm glad I got a win. So I got 2 packs at the end of the night, one for participation, one for my 1 win. So that was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't just lose everybody 0-2. I think I only lost 1 game 0-2. So I had a chance in the other ones. I just couldn't get a good draw.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's just the way it goes sometimes. But it was fun. Overall, I had fun. I don't know if I'll go again just because I didn't have fun playing against those burn decks. And the last person I played was just super obnoxious. The guy himself wasn't obnoxious. Just what he was running was obnoxious. And I was not a fan of it at all.
I mean, it was basically blue control, correct?
Yeah.
You are what you build, Robert, in Magic. So if it's an obnoxious deck, chances are the person piloting it is obnoxious.
He was a nice guy. I've played against him before. We went to a pre-release before. He was a nice dude. But I don't know. I guess he was really just trying to win, get some points or something, or get top prize. I have no idea. He was really concerned about his seeding. In the last round, he wanted to be top 8 to get something. So I was like, all right, cool.
You're not allowing me to play Magic, so yeah, you're probably gonna win.
Yeah, I ended up conceding the match at the end because I was just like, I'm tired of this. Yeah, he ended up getting his spot. We were tired. It was a long day.
Yeah.
So it was all good. I had a good time overall.
I went 2-2 with the self-mill or other person mill deck, and I lost to Robert, and I lost to the last guy who was playing Rainbow Lich, which, if you don't know what that is, look it up online. Once it goes off, it's hard to beat once it
Well,
goes
I don't
off.
know what it does. Why don't you tell me?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he had a successful time with all the mono red that was in the field.
I did fine against Mono Red. I only had trouble with him and Robert deck is specifically built to beat mine.
Well, no, I'm talking about the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Lich.
Lich. Yeah, up against all the mono red.
He only won 2 matches. The other 2 were ties. So he technically didn't wipe the floor with everyone. It's just my deck did not match up well against him. And Mono Red, he kind of had the answers for Mono Red because that's the meta up there, is Mono Red. I wiped the floor with Mono Red. They got me down to 4 life in one of the matches, and that was like on turn 4, and I just continued to just win after that because I just self-milled to win. And the person was like, that's a dumb card. So one person, I have this card that you can have up to any amount of them in your deck, and I have 16. And
So annoying.
normal rules of Magic are you only can have 4, so it's called a play set. But I had 16 of them in there, and I can either mill myself, mill the opponent, and if I have this specific card in my hand, I basically just mill myself, and they basically got frustrated because I had in Root Snare, I had Lessiplat plating, I had things to just make sure Mono Red could not just burn me out, so it was kind of funny.
It was pretty
Lots of
funny.
templating, and the card you were talking about is Persistent Petitioners.
Yeah, persistent. And then I have a Tameo. What is her name? It's the new Tameo, and I love that card. I got 3 of them in one.
Like at one event, right?
Yeah, one pre-release, and I was upset at the time. I was like, I don't want this stupid card. And now it's like one of my favorite cards. So.
Yeah, you got a foil pre-release stamped one. You got 2 regular ones.
Mm-hmm. And then
Don't you have the foil regular too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try to get the anime version of it.
Yep.
No, good luck with
Japanese alt art.
Yeah.
Your birthday's coming up. Maybe I'll get you one.
I don't.
I'll get you a
Sorry.
picture of one.
that. Birthday is coming up.
I'll just take a picture of one
I
and
hate
send it to you.
mentioning birthdays at all. I don't.
Hey
like
everybody,
saying-
Chris's birthday is coming up 6 days from now. Make sure you tell him happy birthday in the Discord. He really loves it, as you can tell from his face.
Okay.
So
All right.
we're gonna make him learn to
Does that
love.
mean we're gonna have to do something for your birthday at the production meeting?
No. No.
Yep.
No.
No.
Yep.
No.
We're gonna do like Hooters
All
and
right,
Twin Peaks
Robert,
and make him dance
Robert,
like a
hit me up
chicken.
in the DMs, bro. And
You're gonna slide into his DMs.
Hell yeah.
And then, all right, getting back to the Magic.
when
Uh,
are we ever on track, though?
never.
That's true.
Never. So Saturday I went over to Robert's house and we proceeded to build 2 commander decks.
Oh my god, yeah.
Commander and Oathbreaker.
Well, Oathbreaker is a version. They're calling it a version of it, but I kind of feel like it's not really. But yeah,
It's variant.
yeah. Oh my god. So
Were you guys successful in building without my cards? Because I totally dropped the ball on that.
I think we did
guess.
fine. Honestly,
Okay.
I think so. I don't really know till we play, but so far it seems fine.
I mean, we're kind of taking the aspect of we need to play with what we have, and that's what we're doing. And if your cards weren't there, I still think Robert's decks, both of them, are really good. I think the Oathbreaker is going to be tough to deal with, and his commander is pretty tough to deal with also.
It's Ashiok, isn't it?
No,
Oh.
it's Liliana.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys were talking about it in the chat.
Yeah. So, so we built that because this upcoming Saturday, we're recording 2 matches to try to get saved up for 2 months.
Yep.
Because we're
Stockpiling footage.
we're gonna try to do things more regularly here. Try to make sure you guys can be like, oh, today's such and such of the month. We're going to be able to watch a thing on CR Game Room. That's what we're trying to do.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, let's see if it happens. We may or may not have a schedule change, but I'm gonna try to work it out.
Uh-oh.
Not from me, it's from our fourth.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But I mean, I'm pretty sure we're still gonna be able to do it.
Cool.
Okay, well, that'll be another time we talk about that.
If anything happens, we'll let everybody know. All you faithful watchers, which we appreciate. Every single view, every single like, and every single subscription.
Yep.
You guys are truly awesome.
All right.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
thanks.
being you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a friend.
Basically, thanks for putting up with us.
Yeah.
So did we already
sure.
talk about Armada's draft coming up?
We're just about to.
Oh,
Just
hey.
We're about
segue.
to pivot. Yep. Segue
Yeah.
into that.
So
So this Sunday, June the 9th, at Doc's Comics and Games in Frisco from 1 to 7 p.m., there will be a X-Men Forever draft. That's happening.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was great.
Sorry. I don't have
Great.
anything else.
It's draft from all the sealed products. There's 2 sets, and it's from 2 personal collections, so we won't need to bring anything. Be
Cool.
provided for us. It'll be sleeved, and the dice will all be available. The pricing, however, will be coming from Docs.
Nice.
Awesome.
A little bit. So I think it's store credit from Docs, and then the pricing is coming from Ryan's 3D printed stuff, as well as I believe the grand prize was supposed to be a mat from DM Armada, a custom mat.
Yep. That's what it says here.
Yeah, they have a 3D printed one of these kind of things.
Those look awesome, by the way.
Yeah, the 3D printed ones.
David said it is a Dice Masters draft.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So the entry fee is going to be $10, which includes the pricing is, like you said, it's a variety of promo and rare cards, 3D printed gear, and the custom playmat is what the event says.
Yeah, so if you have any interest in learning about the game or anything like that, show up on Sunday, and these guys will be here to help you. I don't know if I'm going to have the time for it. I'm going to try to show up. If not, then somebody else would be glad to help you, and I'll even unload some of their spare dice and cards, because that's happened several times.
And the
Yep.
event is in the description already. So if you
cool.
if you need to see that, but it's going to be this Sunday at what time, Robert?
Sunday
From 1 to 7.
from 1 to 7 at
1 to
Doc's
7.
Comics and Games in Frisco, Texas.
Yep. And I suggest getting there early and going and eating lunch. There's a lot of like food places around there.
Yeah.
There's a pizza place. I forget what it's called. It's right there, and it's really good.
I
I try to
just
go out there every time I go to Frisco.
I usually just eat at QT or something like that.
Yep. That gourmet food.
Yeah. That good.
Yeah. That good. Yeah, no, that pizza's awesome, dude. If there was one closer to the house, I cannot remember what it's called, but every time I'm up in that area, I go there to get pizza, which isn't very often.
It's that place that's right around the corner, right? On the other side of the shopping
Yeah.
mall?
Mm-hmm.
Or on the other side of the mall?
Yep. I forget what
I
it's
can't remember
called.
what it's called either. But yeah, I heard that place is good. Last time we went there for the WKO, everybody was there.
Yep.
And then went to that pizza place.
Yeah, at the WKO, it was weird. The long break in between where we could go eat and all that. It was me, you, and I'm terrible with
Oh, it's
names.
called Blaze Pizza. Blaze Pizza.
Yeah. We were just talking about what we're gonna do and how we're gonna win and this, that, and the other. And it's like it was when everyone's going hard on the Yanti. And it's like,
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, well, I don't know. I think I'm going to do well. And Robert's like, well, I'm done. I don't think I'm moving on. That was it. Oh, man. It was fun, though.
You know, it was a good time.
Yep, 13 Yanti teams. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Well.
So, Davis, if you want to show up, please, look for any one of us. If I'm not there, these guys will be there.
DM
we'll be happy
Armada
to.
will be there.
DM Armada. Ryan's going to be Ryan Slater. He's also another person that's part of this channel. He's a really good guy, too. He'll be happily. I would recommend showing up early so that you could get a demo game in. That's what I actually did with Nate, another subscriber to the channel and good friend of the channel's. And he wound up taking 5th in the tournament, and it was a draft as well.
Yep.
So it's pretty simple and pretty easy to pick up if you're really good at sealed magic or just constructing from limited pieces in the first place. Then you're gonna be good for this draft. But yeah, just stop on by, preferably like an hour and a half earlier, and one of us will be there to kind of give you like a crash course game. I'll bring my extra stuff if I'm able to go there, using those specific pieces in set.
I don't have the new
Yeah.
set.
Slacking.
Yeah, man.
They just don't have it near me, so.
It's okay. Rob's got more than enough product for you. Didn't you get 2 of?
He did.
Max dice, bro.
Oh my god, you don't need max dice.
Hashtag max
I
dice.
need it. I need
You do.
it.
So you need it for Sage. I will say that you need max dice for Sage.
I need it for my collection.
Yeah.
Not even for one card. It's for my collection.
What are you, an amateur over there, Joe?
Yeah, dude, come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I've been doing the max dice on these campaign boxes.
Well,
So,
I mean,
might as
so
well keep it up.
we did a price breakdown, and it's $62. Sorry, for the just the regular box and 2 team packs, and then
Mhm,
it's 112 to 120 for the whole thing twice over.
mhm.
And that's just ridiculous value, because at that same price you were getting 1 gravity feed and a starter pack, and that was only guaranteed to give you up to 50% of the set as a whole, before they switched over to non-blind products. So it's a win-win, really.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to get 2 of each. Just
Yeah.
the same as there's no reason to not get at least 1 of each.
I mean, if you feel like you're not going to need it, by all means, just don't get it. It's up to you. It's just personal preference, really. And I just prefer to have max dice, just in case some magical way I get some people that want to play, and I'm like, here's the set. Oh, I only bought 1, so you only can use 1 die of each card. Now
Enough for the whole
I got
entire
max dice
family
and
to
everything.
play.
Yeah, I have enough for whoever wants to play. So that's one of the other reasons why I buy it.
Yeah, and I will say, to your point, Robert, that if you get 2, it's 2 boxes and 2.5 of each team packs gives you enough to do a full draft for 2 pods of 8. So
Nice.
you're already halfway there if you get 2 of each. It's 2.5 team packs because there's a little bit of variance with each of the team packs characters, more so than there is with the campaign box.
You heard it here first. Halfway there, just living on a prayer.
Man, I want to talk about, if you guys don't mind, I want to get back to Oathbreaker, because now that it's
yeah.
blown up, I mean,
Yeah, it's everywhere.
oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, there's some memes, there's some meme lists. So it's basically Legacy Light.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You're
Totally.
playing 60 card singleton with some of the most powerful cards in the history of the game, minus the 20 that show up on the ban list, and my goodness.
Yeah, the new Nico Bolas is pretty busted. I don't even have all the cards to really just make it busted, and as it stands now, I think my deck's pretty busted. And
Well, I mean, even having Nico Bolas and the Elder Spell in the command zone is just ridiculous.
yeah,
Because if they don't have extra Planeswalkers as backup, you can just wait till like turn 7 or 8, play Big Daddy Bolas, and then Elder Spell everybody, and you're like, well, I guess I win.
all right, guys, time to go home.
The Elder Spell has been completed.
Nice.
You have essentially ascended, which it's a flavor win and it's a literal win.
Yeah,
Which I myself, the Oathbreaker that I'm building is going to be on flavor too.
Oh,
Yeah, both the signature spell and the Planeswalker, it's his own spell. It has his name on it.
oh,
sweet.
Spoiler.
Oh,
Robert's. I don't know what we put as your signature spell.
should I tell you?
I mean, I was there when we were
Is
building
it Living Death? Tell me it's Living
Mm.
Death.
What
I don't
is-
have that card.
Yeah, we don't have all cards in Magic, Joe.
Oh, sorry.
If
I
it's not in
thought
the last
since,
3
you
releases.
got 2 of each, campaign box and team packs, you'd pony up and, buy a little bit more.
Oh
from
my!
Magic.
Magic cards are so much more expensive than Dice Master.
Yep.
One
I got
card.
every single card of Magic
single-
ever.
Rob's just like, all right, how many more years do I have on this mortgage? We'll just add another 30.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, just got a Magic collection.
Nice.
Because there's like
Nope.
one magic card that could be the cost of all Dice Masters product in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. Easily.
People like pay their houses,
Yeah,
pay for their houses with a playset of beta lotuses.
we know someone
Word.
that basically did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Riley
that
W
feels like
wants
a
to know.
awesome.
Yeah, Riley W wants to know who your favorite Oathbreaker commander is.
We'll start with you, Chris, because I think I already know the answer.
Tameo. But I feel like I kind of have to play the one card because I opened it.
Yeah.
I'm playing Nicol Bolas. That's the one I'm playing. I think he's just busted, and I don't know. I don't like. I feel like playing him is unfair, but then again, we're trying to showcase the format, so just busting it wide open.
Busted.
I mean, I'm going all in. I'm literally going.
Oh,
all
we
in.
know that, Joe.
Oh God.
I'm playing a completely fair deck. Wins on turn
No,
4.
I said flavor. I said it was gonna be a flavor win. I didn't say it was gonna be casual. None of that.
All right.
Robert, what's yours? So far.
Since I haven't played a game yet,
Mm.
but the deck that I am building there that we built on Saturday is Liliana, the new one. So I'm gonna just have to go with her because I have no other experience with anything else. So
Is that your
I'll
favorite
go with her.
Planeswalker, though, of all time?
Yeah.
So far, I do like her. There's a couple of them that I do like, but again, my knowledge of Planeswalkers is very limited to recent sets, and it's only whatever I play on Arena. But I do like her. I do like.
You
What is
built
the
a
one
deck
that-
around, a standard deck around her, so.
Yeah, her and the one that makes you discard the card. And then if
Davriel?
you have Davriel, yeah, I
Davriel.
like him. And the one that makes you discard the top 4 cards of your deck and then banishes
Ashiok?
your Ashiok. Yeah, I like those.
Who
three.
hurt you as a child?
I don't know, man. Everybody.
Ashiok is dope. Ashiok is like one of my new top 5s.
Yeah.
And so like War of the Spark they knocked it out of the park as far as Planeswalkers go, but
Mhm.
she's one of my top 5s.
Saheeli is another one that's really good.
Oh, that one's pretty good
Saheeli is
too,
actually
yeah.
my favorite. I saw a lot of really good Saheeli lists, like Thoughtcast as the signature spell because it has affinity for artifacts. So Saheeli, as long as you're playing these 0 and 1 drop artifacts that aren't banned already, you can just sit there and build up all these artifact creatures and then play your Thoughtcast for 1 less each time.
Davis, do you just hate everyone you play with? Wildly with March of the Multitudes? That's gonna be so stupid. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, that seems very broken.
Any Magic cards have link text? There's a lot of them. They're called vanilla commons.
Mm-hmm. But they still have
Um,
flavor text on them, though.
They have flavor text, but they don't have any ability text or anything like that. There's a few legends from way back in the day
Yeah.
that don't have. They're just really bad cards. Though paying 7 for a 6/5 legendary creature, and it's not even that great.
I think my favorite one was from Ravnica Allegiance. It was a black card. It was the flavor
Is it
text.
that crocodile thing?
Yeah, the crocodile. The rat fought the something. Hold
No,
on.
it was the. Oh man, I'm gonna look that up now
It's just the funniest flavor text I've ever seen on a playing card game ever.
because it was like the rat thought it was king, and the crocodile ate it, and then the goblin thought it was king, and the crocodile ate it. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's funny.
So me and Robert are pretty, officially at rotation. We'll have been playing for a year, so that's going to be October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rotations in October, or
Yeah.
we started playing in October.
Yeah. Because remember, I was like, dude, they have all these cards. I don't know how we're ever going to get all these cards. And the rotation happened. And we're like, oh, yeah, we don't have to worry about those. It was like Hour of Devastation and all that.
Yeah, y'all started whenever Hour of Devastation came out because y'all bought. It was so funny because y'all bought 2 bundles each and a couple booster packs, and then I was like, "Oh, you guys can't play that for standard." And y'all were like, "Oh, okay."
We bought a Ravnica, Guilds of Ravnica bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
then
bought
you went and bought. Was it you, Robert, that went and bought?
Yeah,
the
I got a
Hour?
Planeswalker,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
the Planeswalker thing, and I was like, oh, was like, it's fine, I don't care, whatever.
Yeah. And then we just totally went hardcore into Commander, so it's fine.
Just
Too
a
much money
better
is-
way.
Yeah.
But no, Oathbreaker is so busted as a format altogether. There's so much you can do, even without fast mana. Just
Yeah.
a ridiculous amount of things you can do. Right now, the most popular ones are Nicol Bolas with Elder Spell, Saheeli with Thoughtcast. There's a couple of ones. EDHREC.com is a great source for everything Commander, and they have Oathbreaker now. So if you want to see the top 5 Oathbreaker commanders, they'll pop up. I believe Narset plus Windfall, which I was tempted to go that route. I really was. But that would be dumb. Having everybody discard their hands and then only drawing one card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I was thinking about putting that in my my Commander deck, my actual Commander deck, but
She's in my Lavinia Stacks deck.
Jesus Christ.
So
Yeah,
along with all the other Stack Seed commanders or all the other Stack Seed planeswalkers.
Stacks on stacks.
When people say they're playing a stacks decks, it means, hey, I'm gonna play Magic, and it's gonna be really hard for you to play with us. That's basically
stuff
it.
like Winter Orb
Mm-hmm.
and Stasis and all the good cards that make it to where you can't play Magic.
Yeah.
Rob, just be grateful that you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Other people do.
I mean,
I don't.
we haven't really played the unfair cards in the group yet, honestly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it
You
because
guys thought my Joda was bad.
Joda was
My name is
ridiculous.
Joda.
Nice.
Like, we couldn't do anything against Joda. I took half of Joe's life and doubled my life, and it didn't even matter. Didn't matter.
I love that card.
That was a really good card, though. I love that one, too. I put it in my wife's Niv Mizzet Reborn deck just so she can hit it on the
Whoa.
ATV.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that Niv Mizzet's fun. It's just, man, you got to have almost everything be a guild color. Otherwise,
So-
it's wasted in a way.
What I'm anxiously awaiting now is the 3-color planeswalkers, more of them, because right now we have Sarkhan Unbroken, we have Nicol Bolas and his variations, and we have Tamio, Field Researcher,
Mm-hmm.
and those each represent the Bant Wedge, the Teamer Wedge, and the Grixis Wedge.
Yeah.
So I'm anxiously awaiting 3-color planeswalkers to kind of stretch out the format a little bit more to where there's more options. Right now we have really good 2-color variants, but I just think that maybe hitting a 3-color spot like we have a Minotaur, right?
Yeah, we also have
We have a Minotaur. That's right. We have Esper, and we have what's his name? The Jund planeswalker,
and
the
the
cat, Lord Windgrace.
the little girl
So, yeah.
from this current set.
A Minotaur. Which little girl? I'm talking about the creepy art with Seb McKinnon.
Hold on.
Yeah, Rob, I know I lost you. But yeah, she's a 3-color. Yeah, Lord Windgrace and
Aminatu, yeah, the Fate Shifter.
Aminatu. I call her Minotaur, but I think it's Aminatu.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend bought that deck because we were playing one time, and he started calling her a curse word, the Fate,
Oh, yeah.
because he couldn't do exactly what he wanted to, and it was just, he did not enjoy playing Magic that much, so.
Oh no.
I might actually change my list up now that I know that she and Windgrace are out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna change my list because Aminatu does have a signature spell, and it's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, and I've been debating whether we should put out the Oathbreaker deck first, in editing it and putting that out, or the
Might
actual
as
full
well.
commander.
Yeah, well, it just depends on how long either game goes, and it depends on what the power level. Because the guild colors game, we set the budget limit down to 300, which is still not as restrictive as like a $100 budget, but the fact that we're only running guild color pairs kind of limits us as well.
Yeah,
Cool.
and
Totally.
Robert, you're running. Is it? Is
Yeah, you
it?
have the best. Yeah.
Is what?
Give the one of the best color pairs for out of all the guilds.
I think
We'll
I
see how
got
that goes.
I think I got some of the worst, honestly. Azorius blue white. For control it's great, but for winning it's not.
Yeah.
I
The
can
win
figure out
con
what
has
I'm
to be
running.
something else, like milling all of us.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if you had a persistent petitioners deck.
I don't have enough persistent petitioners to run in it, so.
Yeah, you need 23 to 24 to make it really good. Or I'm sorry, 21 to 23.
I was talking to some guy and he said you need at least 30 to 35 in your deck, and I was
No.
like, that's insane.
No, for petitioners, you just need 21 to 23.
Yeah.
Relentless Rats, it's 24 to 27.
Robert, you like that Rats deck where it's just Rat Colony or whatever.
The Rat Colony, yeah.
Rat Colony, Relentless Rat. Relentless Rats is a little bit better though because it gets +1/+1 instead of +1/+0 for each rat creature out. So
yeah, Rat Colony has a weak side where it's like you get to a certain point and it's like, yeah, these rats are big, but they still only have 1 toughness.
Yeah, they die to a Pyroclasm really easily.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Toxic Deluge for 2.
Yeah, pretty much almost Cosmotronic Wave. They die to that.
That's so dank.
Oh man, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know what the new commanders are going to be in the new sets, but I kind of can't wait for that.
You're talking about Commander 2019?
Yeah.
I don't even know if they've hinted at a theme yet. We're actually gonna get previews right after Core Set 2020, which is coming out in 2 weeks.
What? They haven't even done anything for 20. That's Horizons.
The spoilers are going to be coming out. So as soon as Modern Horizon drops, then next week it's going to be spoilers for spoiler week for Core Set 2020. Then after that, I think it's going to be 3 weeks after that. It's going to be spoiler season for Commander.
Yeah. Once you start getting into Magic, you'll see the machine of advertisement that goes in for everything they do, and it's pretty ridiculous. They're on the ball with
really
everything.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the hype train always continues. Never stops.
How much is a pre-release to go to a pre-release for Modern Horizon?
$50.
Mm-hmm. So packs they're supposed to be retailing at $8 or $9, but stores are probably going to sell them for 10 each. Modern Masters did $10, and so did Eternal Masters.
Not I.
Hey, yeah. I mean, it's got so much power in it.
That's cool, but it's expensive.
I mean, Urza right now is he's pre-ordering for $40, and for good reason.
And a foil of him is like $150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do want to get one of him, but I almost want to just like go ahead and take the gamble of grabbing like a blister pack from Walmart or something.
Yeah. And the cool thing about Walmart is they don't change the price after a while. It is the price that it is. So if you find one like 2 months down the road when the prices have increased per pack, you could still buy one for cheap. So
yeah, that's like next year though, because they did the same thing with Eternal Masters. When Eternal Masters came out, Walmart had blister packs for $30 each, and then it wasn't until like 9 months later that they had their blister packs for maybe $24, $25. They didn't drop that much.
Well, I'm saying when the price of the other stuff goes up, like because the single packs, because it's the rarity, they don't change. They don't increase it to make more value, like F&Ms, which your local game store. Always buy from your local game store. Period. Always. I don't buy outside of my local game store if I can help it. So, I don't have the new set of Dice Masters because I don't buy outside of my local game store. I support them as much as I can.
Speaking of which, are they ever going to get back to you on when they're getting it in?
I don't know. The supplier's like not really getting a lot, so.
Okay, because I mean, I had to wait a week for mine, and that was torturous. I got to tell you that much.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually, I have to wait a few days to get like my complete order. Like on Wednesday, on the release date, I'll get like my one campaign box and one of each. What are they called? Team packs.
Team packs. Yeah.
And then like 3 days later, the other one will come in, the other set. And this time I actually got everything all together at once, which was really cool.
And then showed it off on stream and then just like, oh, I don't even know what's in there, guys. Let's talk about something else.
Still wrapped up. mint in package, bro.
Not open that. It's worth more than
Yeah.
sealed product, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, to answer your question, Davis, I don't think 2020 core set will get overlooked. I think the spoiler season for it will be out. People will look for the pieces that matter the most for standard, like they did the same thing they did with 2019 or M19.
And every set.
And yeah, basically what they're looking for is they're looking for from core sets especially, they're looking for key reprints and they're looking for cards that'll impact standard. And what they're doing with the core sets is they're promising half new and half reprints. But this time they're gonna do it like they did with M19 because it was such a success. They're gonna like introduce newer archetypes and more support for older archetypes that are kind of overlooked or don't have enough support.
Yeah, with Modern Horizons, it looks like they just went nuts with just all the archetypes that everyone wanted to play.
Yeah, well, they're trying to bring back older archetypes that were good in their heyday. For example, Astral Slide was really good. Now they have Astral Drift. So cycling
Electric Slide.
and flickering effects, where you remove your creature from the battlefield and then you bring them back. Blink and flicker effects were really big back in the day, back in Ravnica Standard. But
Original Ravnica Standard?
Original Ravnica Standard, yeah.
Because there's like so many Ravnica Standards, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
We're technically in a Ravnica Standard right now. It's just War of the
Correct.
Spark.
Well, what I hate about it is it's still being dominated by a certain planeswalker that can go tuck himself to Teferi.
Big Teferi is so stupid.
Yeah, and the bad part is that they can run little Teferi to back him up. And so it's just like, all right, well, cool. I mean, I'm not making any excuses because I actually run that list on Arena.
Yeah. It's just it's not fair.
Like, Planeswalker control is just dumb. Plain and simple. Like, Ashiok, Narset,
Davriel to an extent.
Yeah, you have Baby Teferi and then Big Daddy Teferi. Just
Baby
as long as you put
Teferi
on the field, then you just win the game.
I think when that deck lost Nexus of Fate on Arena, it was missing something to kind of protect Big Teferi in a way, and I think Little Teferi did that. And
no, the deck to beat at the time, just before they banned Nexus in single game mode, was the deck to beat was Wilderness Reclamation.
Yeah, that's still a really good card.
Yeah. So, and it still exists in Arena Standard. It's just you're playing in like the ranked best of threes.
Yeah.
And I see more, because I'm on the lower end of Platinum, I see more red decks and the Davriel 8 racks, which is it's a throwback to the old school
8
cards that would deal damage. Yeah, it's like you had the rack, and then you had some other stuff that would deal damage to you if you had less than 4 cards in your hand. Yeah. Davriel is kind of like a throwback to that.
Yeah, Davriel. I think Robert would have been fine in that standard. I think he would have loved that standard.
Probably. Sounds like my kind of game.
Oh, that was super jank standard, though. That was way back in the day.
Hey, jank is where I live.
That was back whenever Mana Burn, actually existed, and you had damage on the stack. It was a totally different ballgame, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad that, because if you play Modern at all, it's harkens back to that, but even Modern, they've banned some things to really just accelerate the BS.
Well, I mean, so they try to keep it to where if it combos off on turn 4, if you can guarantee consistency above 60% of your games, a 60% win rate on turn 4, then it's ban worthy.
Yeah,
it's something to look at.
Yeah, and
which they might
with the new mulligan.
Yeah, that's the.
What is that? What is that? I saw that today.
I also forgot to update everybody on this as well. I wanted to include this part in our segment. So the London Mulligan rule is when you take a mulligan, and this is in competitive Magic, but they also have it in Commander as well now. Commander does use, moving forward, Commander uses the London Mulligan rule. So when you take a mulligan, let's just bring it down to like a 2-player game. 1v1. When you take a mulligan, you shuffle it up and draw 7 cards. Then you put 1 back less for each time you've mulliganed. So your first one, you draw 7 and you put 1 back, leaving you with 6, and you don't scry. Then if you want to mulligan again, you draw 7, put 2 back,
And
you
that's
don't scry.
at the bottom of the library.
Yes, it's at the bottom of the library.
So you're technically getting the scry, but you actually get to see so many cards that you're scrying away.
One thing that it does for Commander players is Paris Mulligan, or the partial Paris, or the Vancouver Mulligan, however you want to put it. Those were all good mulligans. Sorry, Rob. But the current iteration of the Vancouver was you would, in Commander, let's say,
You would
You would get
mulligan
your
and then
first-
just say sorry because they're Canadian.
Sorry.
you would, after your first free mulligan, you would mulligan down to 6, and you would scry the one on top. And then that kind of gave you an idea of what you're working with. But it still didn't help you if you had a 1-lander. And the card, especially the card you scried, after keeping that 5 or 6, was a non-land card that didn't help you accelerate at all. So this way, if you draw 7 and you have to put 2 to 3 back, but you still have at least 2 to 3 lands, then you're still good. At least you can just be a part of the game.
Yeah.
So this way, after you get your free mulligan in Commander, you, if you want to go down to 6, you draw 7, put 1 back, and then if you don't like that one, you shuffle them up again, draw 7, put 2 back, and go from there.
So you get to pick which ones you want to keep and which ones
Correct.
you want to trash, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I
reason
think
why
it's
it's
better.
the reason why it's so busted in Modern is because there are cards who access to things like it's called Serum Powder. I believe it's an artifact that if you have it in your opening hand, you may exile it and the rest of the cards in your hand to draw 7 new ones, to just take a fresh mulligan. So you could quite literally take your mulligans, go down to 4, and then be like, oh, hey, I have this Serum Powder. Let's go ahead and just exile this. And you only exile your 4 cards, and then you get a fresh 7 to look at. So people have been trying this since it was being tested in MTGO, Magic Online, as well as they've just been trying it in Arena as well.
Yeah, and there's some cards in Modern, or some decks in Modern, that all you need is 3 or 4 cards and you win. And people are getting there. I've seen a lot of videos of people just getting there with 4 cards. They mull down to 4. I'm like, all right, cool, that's the cards I need, and I'm gonna win on this next turn. What? Turn 1? But
yeah, one of the biggest things is Dredge.
Mm-hmm.
Is a really big one, and then also Grishol Brand, which is you play Faithless Looting, you put what's his name, Gristlebrand in the yard, and then you Goryo's Vengeance. You can do this as soon as turn 1 and 2, and you can win off of that with Nourishing Shoal, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you don't need, with that hand, you only need one mana source or 2 mana sources, Faithless Looting and Goryo's Vengeance. Free. I mean, it's just easy.
Yeah. There's a lot of them that include having like Ancient Tomb, and Ancient Tomb is busted also.
Well, not in
Sweet.
Modern necessarily, but yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of a scary thing. I'm glad that Commander, it's kind of a little bit away from that, and it's not that big a deal. In Oathbreaker, do we get a free mulligan still?
Yeah, in any multiplayer version, any multiplayer variant, you are allowed the first free mulligan. So your first mulligan, you just keep the 7 if you want, and then after that, you go down by 1. But the thing about Oathbreaker is it's a 60-card singleton, not a 60-card up to 4 cards. So if you don't have that control piece for your meta, then you're screwed either way.
Yeah.
Because people could still do Flash Hulk. They could still flash in Protean Hulk and combo off with the Lab Man on turn 2. I've done it.
Yeah, we know. We were there.
With the London Mulligan, that just makes it easier in Commander 2 because you can go down to 4 or 5 and be like, well, I have my combo pieces and I have 2 lands. Let's run it.
Yeah.
Boo.
So Commander gets a little bit, well, it gets a little bit better, I'd say, for both casuals and competitive players.
Yeah.
It gets better. I like it.
For competitive, it's super good. For casuals, it's just like, yeah, we can put in a whole lot more games where it's actually competitive and we have fun.
Well, it just gives people better hands so they can stay in the game versus like, oh well, I kept this one lander thinking that I didn't want to mulligan down to 4 cards.
I've watched Robert go down to play a one lander on Arena a few times.
It is awkward. But yeah, so that's the news. The London Mulligan is here to stay. In Commander especially. That's the one that I gravitate towards. That's the format that I like the most. Standard is always going to be whatever is the most powerful card. It defines the meta, and that's what I hate about it. Modern, a little less so, because there's a lot more variants.
Yeah.
And the same can be said of Vintage and Legacy, but I don't check in as often on Vintage and Legacy because those are kind of like slow burn formats, where it's just like the same archetype has always been on top for 10 years until they ban a piece from it, and then it's the other tier 2s that then immediately become tier 1s.
So we have a question in the chat that's not Magic related.
Okay.
Which is fine with me. Davis wants to know what Dice Masters product would you recommend for someone just starting or their first Dice Masters set?
Justice.
I was thinking Justice as well.
Yeah. Justice is a good set.
Justice is really cool. The art is freaking amazing. The sidekick dice are amazing. The action dice they're black and white as well, right?
They're black and color. Yeah.
It's the only one with it's not the only one, but it's harder to get some of the older ones that have variants on their sidekick dice. And that one's honestly the coolest one. You can flex on them folks if that's a thing you like to do.
Aside from the aesthetic, it does have multiple.
Mm-hmm.
I only care about the aesthetics. You can be like, I'm a Dice Masters player.
So what I would recommend is getting Justice and the 2 team packs for that, Doom Patrol and Mystics. And I would also recommend getting the Warhammer 40k box set, the Space Wolves team pack, and then the Kree Invasion team pack in your set. Like, you can literally build anything you want to do off of that.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, if you can get a hold of some D&D stuff, D&D is always fun. That is blind product though, so you're gonna have to do some searching.
It's really hard to find singles. We have, you know what, Chris? Is there any way you can add the? See, do you have our Discord on there too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Discord's already on there.
Okay. We want to send you guys to another place. It's also Dice Masters Online Discord server.
Yeah, if you jump on our Discord, you'll be able to get over to their Discord quite easily because everyone on our server pretty much goes to Dice Masters Online also, and vice versa. Not everyone from their server goes to ours, but you know what I'm saying.
I didn't want to buy something. Yeah. So, Davis, before, I think the worst you could do is just buying one team pack. You have to kind of buy, in order to get started, you have to buy at least 1 campaign box and 2 team packs in order to really break ground. If you just buy a campaign box, then you only have about 30% of what you need to kind of really mix it up game-wise, especially if you're learning to play with somebody else. If you get that campaign box and at least 2 team packs, then you're ready to play with somebody else, and you'll both have 2 different teams that can mix it up.
Yeah, for sure. Justice is great. The art is great. The mechanics are great. It's just good. It's an all-around good set.
If Docs has any extra X-Men Forever left over, I'd recommend getting the Dark X-Men team pack, as well as possibly the campaign box. So right now you're looking at 35 for X-Men Forever. You're looking at this 35 for Justice, and then you're looking at, for the team packs, you're looking at 9 to 10 each, because the prices have gone down for the older team packs like Kree Invasion and Space Wolves. They're around 10 or 12.
I will say that Common Grounds had a bunch of the team packs when I went there the other day.
Okay. Common Grounds is also good.
Yeah.
It's not too far away from where we're at. Frisco's a little bit further away from where you're at, Davis. If you're in the same neighborhood that I am, which I believe you are, it's about 30 minutes away from us, whereas Common Grounds is a little bit closer. It's about 25 minutes away. Just a little bit closer.
A little bit. And they have all kinds of games there. It is a gaming store. But yeah, Justice, I think we can all agree. Start there.
Start with Justice. I say that because it has a lot of really good globals for you to learn the game off of. It has a lot of really good abilities for you to learn the game off of. And the balance between the two affiliations are character groups that they belong to that each one can play off of the other. So, for example, there's Villain is a character affiliation. So you can have a whole team of villains. Lex Luthor and the Legion of Doom are their own affiliation, but they're also villainous. And so, what do you want, Kit? And so, anyway,
pay it.
I know. Look at his fat boy. There he is. So anyway, but Justice has the Justice League as well as the Doom Patrol in their affiliations, and they each have really good support for that.
A lot of the sealed product is pretty good for Dice Masters to get started on. But yeah, Justice is the one that's really good, and local game stores should have all that. They most likely won't have any of the blind product unless it's just like they bought too much of previous sets and they just have it just lying around.
It's just
if they want to offload, then they'll definitely mark them down. That's what I'm saying. Like, you'll probably find some of the older sets from like a year or so ago. For example, Avengers boxes are selling for $5 to $10 cheaper than Warhammer 40K boxes, just so you guys know. Because they have a surplus of those. They don't have a surplus of the others.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of product at Gen X when I was there last week. So there's another game store, Generation X, if you're in Euless.
That's
or
in
Bedford, whatever it is. Euless, Bedford. I have no idea what it is. I just know I go out there.
It's Euless.
Yeah.
Useless.
They had some there too. Yeah. I saw the new Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated movie. Have y'all seen that yet?
No. Do you have it on your thing?
No, I've been wanting to see it.
Yeah, I have it on my my Movies Anywhere account. But it's pretty good, man. I think they nailed the turtles as far as like the characters themselves and personalities and stuff. That was really good. It's a little more adult than I thought it was going to be as far as like the violence. I was like, whoa, that guy's head came off. But so it was pretty good, man. If y'all get a chance, definitely recommend it. Check it out. It's a good movie. It's funny. It's got a lot of action, good animation, all around good movie. Check it out.
I will say that I was watching the behind the scenes for it, and none of the original voices are returning for it except for one or two. And even with that being said, I was still very interested in it. They did a new Batman voice. It wasn't the same as the ones that were in any of the previous movies.
But Kevin Conroy?
Yeah, it wasn't him.
Really, in this one? Oh, it must be that guy that sounds just like him.
Billy Conroy?
No, there's a dude that took over on, like, even in the Arkham games. He did the voice. He sounded just like him. And I think he does the voice for the Joker, too, because he sounds just like Mark Hamill.
No. You're thinking.
Am I thinking of somebody else?
Yeah, in the Arkham games, both Conroy and Mark Hamill came back for those. They were
I'm probably thinking of the Origins game then.
Oh yeah, the Arkham Origins is the one that didn't have Conroy in it.
Yeah, but
and then the other guy that does really good is he did the voice of Batman in Young Justice. He also did the voice of Batman in the other New 52 runs, versions of like Justice League War and Titans versus the Justice League.
Yeah, I didn't like that guy.
He's actually really good. You don't like him?
Like it too much. No, I didn't really care for him too much. I didn't hate it. It's just
his voice. He's like
it's different.
Kevin Conroy light is what I like to, because he's just like, you can tell that he's trying, but he's like, it almost sounds like he's whispering. I did like his, but I did like his performance in Justice League Dark. I think that was one of the better portrayals of Batman.
Justice League Dark was good. Jason O'Mara, that's his name.
So, what do you guys think about the new casting of Batman in the live action movies? I actually like
can
it.
do worse. Yeah, they can do worse.
Yeah.
George Clooney, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
We do worse. They've done worse.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson, I want to see him do better because he's had a really good indie movie streak.
Yeah.
I want to see him do better because he needs to just move beyond
Twilight, being a sparkling
Twilight.
vampire. That's all people know him for.
Yeah,
I mean,
but he also
Unless
hates
you're into
those
indie
movies.
movies.
Yeah.
When you think about it, look at Robert Downey Jr. Way he was labeled before he went into Iron Man. You know.
Yeah.
He had a really good streak and then a really bad streak, and then as soon as 2008 hit, he was just on top of his game. The same could be said possibly for Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. He's got to hit his stride here then.
I think he's going to be good.
I hope so.
I don't want them butchering any established storylines. If Matt Reeves is going to do it, he needs to do it either his own original way or borrow a story beat for beat. Everybody's been saying that Batman Year Zero is a really good start. And I think so.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's basically a reboot.
Year Zero is, yeah.
I don't know about that. It's going to be Detective Batman, which I'm looking forward to seeing, which is fine with me. I just hope they do it justice.
Are we talking Detective Batman 2000s or Detective Batman 70s?
Don't know. They just said it's going to be Batman in detective mode. So I don't know.
So what are they doing with Superman? Are they rebooting him too, or?
It's still up in the air.
Because
Henry Cavill cannot confirm nor deny that there's been contract negotiations.
Because I think the first movie that he was in was good, and then they just went straight to killing him, and it's just, I don't know.
I hate that. I hate that they always try to kill Superman.
Yeah.
I believe is that Snyder had his own original vision, which originally everybody was on board for, but then they saw how, what was it, Batman vs Superman performed, and then they immediately wanted to scrap it, even though Snyder had 2 or 3 films to follow up that storyline. Which, if you're gonna go that way, if you're gonna go that route, if you're gonna make it super dark like that, I'm okay with that. Give it its time to have its more metamorphosis. Don't just drop halfway through like they did with Justice League.
Yeah, I just could have done with another Superman movie with a little bit more character development and him as an adult. And
well, that was the plan for Snyderverse, was to have him.
But they went to kill him right away with the next movie that he directed and did, and I didn't agree with that. That was dumb.
Right. His plan was to kill him in Batman vs Superman, flesh out the other heroes, and then bring him back and sort of like have him go through his change as well. And by the end of it, they were all supposed to be good. And the script, from what I heard off of those podcasts, was pretty damn dope.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yep.
I would have preferred it. I'm not gonna lie.
I would have preferred Nicolas Cage.
He was in
Kevin Smith knows what he's doing, and even if it was today, I still would have preferred them redoing that script.
All right.
Oh shit.
All
right.
But Matt Reeves, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it's going to be Robert Pattinson, not necessarily brooding, but not exactly, pretty boy charm either. Like, I'm hoping to find a really good middle ground for him.
I think he's a good actor, and I think he'll be fine.
We'll see.
Like, they can even do a voice modulator like they did with Ben Affleck as Batman.
I don't know. I'm kind of okay with that because Christian Bale's inconsistent, scratchy Batman voice was just so annoying. Like, I love those movies.
Yeah,
I loved them, and I watched them a lot. I watched those movies over and over and over again because I had them on my computer. So if I wanted to watch something while I was working, I would just have it on in the background, and you can just hear it. It's like, man, can you just decide on a Batman voice, please, in this scene? Like, it's just so annoying.
Did you hear Pete Davidson impersonating him? There's this thing on oh god. God, I forget the name of it, but he impersonates him, and he impersonates him like an idiot, and it totally fits. Superman comes in, and he's like, "I've come to team up with you," and Batman's like, "What, are you kidding me? You're literally a superhuman. I don't have any powers. What's your point? What are we doing?"
Oh, you're talking about the College Humor guys?
Yeah, College Humor. But
okay.
but yeah, it's Pete Davidson who's a comedian, and it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Those
yeah.
are great.
I've actually seen that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Christian Bale one, it was pretty much like that. He impersonated it perfectly.
Yeah. That guy that does those College Humor things, he's like spot on
Yeah.
every time. And the way he does it, he keeps his mouth open with like his tongue sticking out a little bit. Yeah, exactly. He nails it because that's how he was. And I'm just like, what are you doing?
I mean, they didn't have like nose holes for the cowls, so Christian Bale literally had to breathe out of his mouth every scene.
That's fine. I get it, but come on, let's get some better cuts or something. I don't know. Don't leave him out there panting like a dog. That's not what Batman does. Batman would have found a way to breathe in his freaking mask.
Yeah, the greatest detective can't figure out how to put nose holes in his mask.
Yeah,
Well,
come on.
I mean, the costume is actually just like it covers the nose, but then there's like from here down, it's all clear. So
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I understand. Bad costume design.
I mean, he did get it free because he complained to that company and like, oh, we'll just give you 10,000 of the masks for free.
yeah, because they're
That's true.
ceramic composite.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God.
But anyway, hopeful Matt Reeves does some good justice to it. I mean, I don't even care if there's necessarily a reboot to that entire franchise. The way that I think they're going with Aquaman and Shazam, they're kind of doing these nice little like soft reboots in the fact that a tonal shift is what is going to be needed, not necessarily just rebooting the entire thing. Like, you don't have to start the stories over, they just have to shift the tone a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay, but whenever you try to just slowly adapt that into something else, it just becomes this amalgamation of, tonal inconsistencies, and just keep it the same as like Shazam with the tone, or Aquaman, like lighthearted and just like it can still be serious but lighthearted.
Yeah.
Good show.
That's the problem with DC though.
Yeah, they have tonal inconsistencies throughout their entire movie cinematic universe.
They need to let the comic book writers write the movies.
They did. Jeff Johns actually penned a lot of the script rewrites for Justice League. He can only do so much.
Yeah. They need to let him have full control of it though, like they did in the comics.
They are going to for the Green Lantern movie, and they're going to for the Flash Rebirth movie.
They need to, because he was freaking awesome in Green Lantern.
The best writer for Green Lantern was him. So.
Yep.
And he co-wrote the script. They already have the script out. They're just doing production.
Nice.
Who's gonna play the Green Lantern?
They don't know yet.
I don't know. We'll find out. Tom Cruise.
Hey, I mean,
Christian
I
Bale.
don't mind. The guy's a good actor.
Who did you say?
Christian Bale.
Oh my god.
Just when you thought I was out, I'm back.
He shows up. Hey guys.
Oh man.
Oh my god. And on that note, are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
We are 15 minutes over for this week.
We appreciate everybody stopping by, and new watchers, new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there. Davis and Riley, thanks a lot for watching. Keep looking out for some new content after this weekend.
Also, hi Mel.
Hi.
Hello.
Got here a little late, but it's fine. Better late than never.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess outro time.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and join our conversations on Discord. And as always, thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.